back with you on the Yaffee program here on News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. This is the show where you can count on the latest news, the important guests, and the best analysis, all for your morning commute. Glad to be here. Like I said, I was out last week, helping take care of the baby. I don't stay-at-home dad life, just not for me. Steffi likes being stay-at-home mom. That's fine. She can do it. I'll go to work. Totally fine. Totally fine with me. Nothing against my family. I'm just saying. Anyway, in the last segment, we spoke with Caroline Dobson, Secretary of State candidate. We were also talking about this bill that's basically been passed in the legislature, so it's waiting for Kay Ivey's signature. It's SB 209. It was sponsored by Senator Shay Shelnut. It prohibits instructors from teaching students how to obtain contraceptives or how to use them. Parents are able to opt their children out of the class without any academic consequences. So some of that is more about parental rights, which is fine. It says the Alabama House of Representatives as well passed it. It's called the Sexual Risk Avoidance instead of Comprehensive Sex Education. It says, according to the legislation, sexual risk avoidance is a primary prevention approach to sex education that seeks to achieve the most favorable health outcomes for all Alabama youth. And really the best outcome is abstinence. I know, we live in a culture that just doesn't want to admit that, but that's the truth. It is. We say that's unrealistic. And they say, no, if we're going to do this, we're going to have more teen pregnancies. The main reason I don't buy that argument is if you go to a Christian private school and compare the teen pregnancies at a usual Christian private school, which is not going to teach, a Christian private school for the most part is going to teach Christian values and abstinence. And compare teen pregnancies there to some of these public schools. And tell me where it's more of a problem. We all know that the public schools are going to have more of a problem on this issue. That tells me that the issue is not what's being taught in sex education. That the issue is not whether we're teaching about condoms or not. Most kids know about all this anyway. The issue when it comes to things like teen pregnancy, it's a cultural issue. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's a cultural issue. That if you can actually teach kids and help them understand that abstinence is the best policy, or that at least the success sequence is best, where you wait to have kids until after you're married, that it can be good for them. So I just don't buy this argument. I'm not necessarily against talking about contraceptives at all. Frankly, this kind of bans it. I'm not sure I would even go that far, I have to be honest. But as a Christian father, I'm going to teach my kids that abstinence is what's best for them. Not that it's going to be easy, but I think there is value in that. And this idea that we do that and then we just get a bunch of teen pregnancies. You don't see that at private Christian schools, which tells me that the sex education thing is not the problem. Now, the bill passed 82-16 with minimal discussion. Representative Marilyn Lance, a Democrat from Huntsville, raised concerns over the restrictions and offered an amendment that would allow access to information about contraceptive. It says, she said, I also have a concern that we're prohibiting conversations about contraceptions, but Lane's amendment failed to pass with a vote of 71-30. Representative Barbara Boyd said she thought the legislature should be spending time on other bills. Says we ought to be taking on more time doing other things as we're here spending time doing this. I understand what you are doing, but I think as a legislator, sometimes we are legislating too much. Now, I actually kind of understand that there's sometimes, yes, where they are legislating too much. But I want to focus more, instead of just on the sex education part, and we need to have parental rights. That was the important part. Allowing parents to opt out was the more important part. But we need to have at least teaching the success sequence where we tell kids that if you want a higher chance of being successful in life, you graduate high school, you either go to college and get a job, then you get married, and then you have kids. That simple sequence really increases your chances of success and financial stability and staying out of prison, whatever it is in life. So if you disagree with that, you can tell me. You can always tell me on our Yaffee text line, 866-494-9866, 866-494-WVNN. It's brought to you by RegenesisStemCell.com. Going to lighten things up, of course, in the next segment. We got What's Trending. Walker is here producing, so she's going to do What's Trending, and then I'll end the show with the Yaffee Program Rewind. You are listening to the Yaffee Program. Stay with us.
The Yaffee Program.
The countdown is on for the 2026 NFL Draft presented by Bud Light. Catch all 7 rounds 3 days live from Pittsburgh, April 23rd through 25th. Watch every pick live on NFL Network, ESPN, and ABC. NFL Network is also streaming with NFL Plus. It all starts Thursday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. Visit NFL.com/draft for more information. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Visit plus.nfl.com for terms.
Hi, I'm Joe Saul-Sehy, host of the Stacking Benjamins podcast.
You know what? A lot of us get taxes wrong.
Filing your taxes is basically data entry.
There's been this trend of people going, oh, it's so cool to file my taxes in August. It's so awesome. Don't worry, I have an extension. It'll be fine. I totally do it later. Stop. Do your friggin' taxes now.
That was a really good fashion voice.
Did you like it?
You do that
Okay,
more
good.
frequently, please?
Yes, every show from now on will be like that.
Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Hey there, I'm Paula Pan. I help people make the smartest money decisions possible.
Joe, you know what's been great about being a saver?
More money in the bank.
And that money over the past couple of years has made a pretty good yield. Pre-pandemic, money was making 0. Now it's actually making something, but that's starting to go down, down, down.
I love how we can play the fact that inflation's been really high as a positive. But if you're a saver, you know what that means? Cha-ching.
Silver lining, Joe, silver lining.
Afford anything. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.